You have probably watched a ton of videos promising quick results in trading, but in reality, just losses and frustration. And the crazy part is, you're smart, educated, disciplined, but for some reason, the money isn't coming in. Sounds familiar? Today I will explain why that happens and you can confidently and finally change it. And at the end of this video, we will do the math together. How much can you realistically earn from trading a day, a week, and a month, even if you're just starting out? My name is Thomas. Over the past year, my win rate has been 73% with total profits exceeding $150,000 in trading. The key is consistency and long-term thinking. A few good trades mean nothing if you blow everything in one bad session. I've been trading for 8 years now, with plenty of mistakes, lots of them, blown accounts and strategies overalls. But today, I have a working system, emotional control, and a clear understanding of what really matters. And I'm going to share my experience with you. Let's start with a common question. Why don't smart people succeed in trading? Well, it's because intelligence doesn't replace skill. It's like driving. You can be a professor, but if you have never been behind the wheel, you will crash, definitely. Same thing with trading. Education isn't enough. What really matters is practice, discipline, and the ability to repeat the right actions over and over again. Someone might be brilliant and highly educated, but if they can't exit a trade at the right time, they will lose money. In trading, following the rules is more valuable than knowledge in another field. Another huge obstacle is common trading myths. People think one good trading is enough, but the market is constantly changing. One method will never work forever. Others believe they will start with $10 and build it up. But then emotions kick in, martingale kicks in, and the account is gone. Some blame the market for their losses, but the truth is, the responsibility is always on the trader. Imagine a trader who bought a good strategy but breaks the basic rules, trading at night, ignoring news and signals. The result? Losses. Not because of the strategy, but because of the approach. So what's the one skill that separates successful traders from everyone else? Self-control. A good trader isn't a genius. It's someone who can sit out 100 trades in a row if there's no solid setup. But beginners, they jump in at every little move. Many newbies open 10 to 15 trades a day, hoping to catch a wave. Meanwhile, pros limit themselves to 2 to 3 trades per day. And that's exactly why they stay consistently profitable. Fewer trades, more money. Now, how should you treat risk and money in trading? Like a business, nobody opens a restaurant with their last dollar, and the same goes for trading. You don't go all in with half your account. A successful trader always thinks about how to protect capital, not how to risk it all. Picture a trader who doubled their account and immediately started increasing their trade size without locking in profits. Result? Total loss. That's why it's so important to know when to stop and stick to the proper risk management. And if you don't want to spend hours analyzing the market yourself, check out my VIP group on Telegram. I share my personal signals and explain my market analysis. You can simply follow along and learn. Right now, access is still free and the link is in the video description. Let's talk about psychology and discipline for a second. Two things that often make or break a trader. How do emotions interfere with money making? The moment real money is involved, emotion kicks in. Some people start getting revenge in the market. Others overestimate their luck. As a result, they stop thinking like analysts and start behaving like gamblers. A trader takes a loss and immediately opens a new trade just to make it back. That's a classic mistake that leads to a chain of losses. Emotions cloud your judgment and you kill your ability to analyze. What's more important, strategy or discipline? The answer is discipline. Think of strategy like a recipe, but if you change the ingredients on the amount, you ruin the dish. And discipline is following the instructions exactly. A professional trader uses the same strategy for months and sticks to the rules. No improvising, and that's what leads to consistent profit. So can you make money without years of experience? Yes, if you follow a proven system and don't let your emotions get in the way. Many of my students already start seeing profits in their very first week, simply because they don't try to reinvent the wheel. They just copy the system. A beginner starts with a small deposit, follows the signal, sticks to the rules, and within a month, they are in steady profits. That's the power of a structured approach. That's why I always recommend that beginners start by copying signals. You will learn and earn at the same time. So over 200 people are copying my trade. And think about it. If I were losing, would they still be copying me? I think the answer is obvious. Now let's move to practice and see how all this actually works in real trading. I open the Pocket Option platform and go through a few real trades, both good and bad, so you can clearly understand how to apply everything we've just discussed. So we use two simple effective indicators, that is the Bollinger Bands set to 20 and 2 and the RSI, which is standard settings. So Bollinger Bands helps us to see when the price goes beyond the normal range. That's often a signal of a possible reversal. RSI shows the strength of the current move. When it goes down above 70 or below, it signals like three main signals to look for. The price breaks outside the Bollinger Band and the RSI crosses the key level. And there's a clear support or resistance zone nearby. So when all the three conditions are met, there's a strong signal. For example, I found a good setup on the AED CNY pair. The price drops below the lower Bollinger Band and the RSI crossed below 30, so I didn't rush. I waited for the confirmation that entered strictly based on the system. And now the result is $1,020 in profit, of course. So that's what discipline and emotional control looks like in action. Exactly what we discussed earlier. So I continue looking and find another opportunity on the EUR-NZD pair. The setup: strong resistance level, the RSI pointing downward price, and breaking above the upper Bollinger Band. So I take the trade for 3 minutes. Everything goes according to plan, and the trade closes in profit again. This is another confirmation that the strategy works if you stick to it, of course. Now, let me show you two trades that didn't work out and explain why. The first part trade was the BND CNY. On the surface, the setup looked good. RSI was almost crossing the line and the price broke the Bollinger Band. But there was a strong downtrend, which goes against, the rules of strategy, of course. So the result was a loss. The mistake was trading against the trend. You always want to look for 3 strong confirmation. The second bad trade was the EUR-TRY, and the signals were there. Good support level, RSI crossing, price breaking Bollinger, but the trade entered too late, guys. After the move had already basically played out. Entering at that point made sense. It's better to skip and wait for the next clean opportunity. That's what patience looks like. And patience is one of a trader's strongest tools. While waiting, I saw other setups but skipped them because not all 3 trades were confirmed. I didn't force any trades, but why? Because I follow the system. That's trading, not gambling. How much can you actually make? It depends on your deposits and your trading style, okay? So guys, but there are some real numbers based on actual results. With a 100% deposit, it's realistic to make 2 to 5% per day, which means about $150 to about $300 a month. So with $500, you can earn $750 to $1,500 in a month, which is pretty good. With $1,000 consistent discipline, you're looking at about $1,500 or more. Let's say more per month. So guys, my students are making money every day, not because they are lucky, but because they follow a system. So what do you need to do right now? All you need to do right now is to basically stop gambling, download an economic calendar and check the news before trading or before any trades. Write down your entry rules, set your risk per trade, and also not more than 1%, guys, please. Not more than 1%. So subscribe to my Telegram, get access to free signals and welcome bonus, and start earning side by side with my team. That's it. There's no magic money button in trading. What really matters is knowledge, strategy, and risk control. So if you approach it with a smart mindset, results will come, guaranteed. And if you want to avoid the mistakes that wipe out beginner accounts, make sure to watch our previous video. The link is right here on the screen or in the description below. See you in the next video. Thank you, take care, and goodbye, guys.